counting down to first pitch tonight. Next. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, Luis Sardinas will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. Josh Harrison makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Gregory Polanco will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll get in there safely. Andrew McCutchen will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the 1-out single. And there he goes towards second. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Not wasting any time here in this at-bat. He gets a first pitch fastball and he just rips it right down the line. Well, that's all about looking for one pitch and doing something with it once you get it. He drives in the run as well.
In now is Pedro Alvarez as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's set, now the pitch. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Well, they are definitely not having any trouble seeing this guy so far. A second run's in to score on the double. It's 2-0 now already, and he's already putting his guys in catch-up mode here in the first inning.
Neil Walker will stand in here with a chance to pad his RBI total, and as you can see, he currently sits third in the National League in that category. Here's the first offering. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Davis is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2. Number 27 will take his first cut to the ball game here. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. Davis is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Pirates 2. The Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup for the Brewers looks like this. Brandon Compton is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. About time for the home 9 to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. Gene Segura will stand in now. Speed is definitely a big weapon in his arsenal. He currently sits third in the National League stolen base chase. He's set, now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
and I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
On to first, and they turn the double play. Aramis Ramirez will take his first cuts here, trying to get him started again following the double play. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Now here it comes. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Francisco Cervelli will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Corey Hart will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch coming. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a swing and another chance out there is short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Brandon Compton will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. First pitch on the way. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Josh Harrison will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. First offering on the way. And fooled badly there as he reaches out to hit this one on the ground towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Adam Lind will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's swung on and lifted down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. Jonathan Lucroy will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And that's taken for strike 1. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Step on the bag for 1. Chris Davis will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Luis Sardinas will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A 3rd straight right here. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The pitch. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But this will get foul for strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And that's going to land foul. The 0-2 once more. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So one away in the inning now for the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch coming. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Here it comes. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 now to McCutchen. Now the 1-1 is hit sharply back up the middle, and it's going to get on into center. It's a base hit. Pedro Alvarez will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. Now here's the first pitch. Running now is McCutchen. Pitch outside, the throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
The next pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Here's the first offering. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And that's going to find a crease for extra bases, and it ought to open up this lead to 2. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. Number 27 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Pereira will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One for the Pirates here, and it comes on the Neil Walker RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 3-1 Pittsburgh. Elian Herrera will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Matt Garza will dig in here. And here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
And here's... That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And now from the air, a jump throw. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Oh, and he misses it. And Hart will need to retrieve this off the wall now. Wheeling around third is Gomez heading for the plate. And the runner will score from first. Aramis Ramirez will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that leads a run.
On the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Francisco Cervelli will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Corey Hart will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and rolled softly to third. A barehanded pickup by Ramirez. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. Brandon Compton will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe two. This is a big-time chance.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Josh Harrison will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Gregory Polanco will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Another curveball here, but this misses in tight. It's a ball and a strike.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble.
And hold that thought as this ball is through the infield for a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game. Andrew McCutchen will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Now the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's ready now. The pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 now to McCutchen. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score here as they open things up to a 6-2 advantage. Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the call is out. That's going to be it for Matt Garza. Pedro Alvarez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Well, this was going to get 1 home easily, and I thought that they might get 2 out of this. You're going to see this ball bangs off the wall on the fly, and they'll wind up holding that second runner at third base. So it's an RBI double with a chance now to maybe bring home a couple more.
Herrera is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Number 27 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. The 1-0 home. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pirates on top, 8-2. Adam Lind will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. you got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Jonathan Lucroy comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Slider, and that's in there for strike two. Here's the pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star. And now a pitch on the way. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Chris Davis will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Now the pitch. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Now here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Oh, and he throws it away. Luis Sardinas get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Francisco Cervelli will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in is the left fielder, Corey Hart. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1. Think you'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready now on 1-1. Now a ball lined towards center field. And Hart has himself a base hit. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. First pitch coming. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. Throw gets him, 2 down. Josh Harrison will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First pitch on the way. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But this is foul for the first strike. Comes set, now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time and the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. It's the Pirates 8 and the Brewers 2. Elian Herrera will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Shane Peterson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit. Carlos Gomez will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. To second for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there. Gene Segura will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Wheeling around third is Gomez heading for the plate. And the runner will score from first. Ramos Ramirez will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a ball and a strike now to Ramos as that pitch misses. From the stretch. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from second. Adam Lind will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready with the 1-1 now to Lind. And this is hit well towards the hole. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Pittsburgh leads this one 8-4. Neil Kotz will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
Gregory Polanco.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Gomez is under it to put it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out to kick off the 6th.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Andrew McCutchen will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. Pedro Alvarez will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. Running now is McCutchen. Pitch outside, the throw. And this is going to get McCutchen. He's out at second base. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Boy, another pitch that he's right on at the plate. He hasn't been fooled by anything he's seen yet.
The 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Come on,
2-2. Full count. 3-2. Neil Walker would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Full count pitch on its way. Grounded, foul. Once again a 3-2. And down to first goes Alvarez as that misses for ball 4. Neil Walker will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Jonathan Lucroy will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Chris Davis will dig in. He doubled his last time. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Luis Sardinas will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Oh, and not fielded cleanly here by Walker. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Elian Herrera will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Number 27 will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Number 27.
Here's the first offering. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. And the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there, a base hit. So they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning. Francisco Cervelli will step in. A ground out victim his last time. First pitch to him. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. He's set. Now the pitch. That's popped up. Now towards short right field. Lind retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. Corey Hart will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. And here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. 1-0. Fouled back. Here's the 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 8 runs, 14 hits, and 2 errors on the Pirate ledger so far. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
2-2 pitch on the way. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. Corey Knebel will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Josh Harrison will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone. Gregory Polanco will have a shot to really put this one out of reach now with the bases loaded. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Ready with the 2-1. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Martin Maldonado is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And that's in there for strike 1. The pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a pitch on the way. Out of play. Now the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Pitch on the way. Throw to first. So 1 gone in the inning, and that brings up the speedy Carlos Gomez. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses 1-1. Now the pitch. Now a swing and another chance at third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. McCutcheon is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Brandon Kinsler will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pedro Alvarez will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Pedro Alvarez.
Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now the 1-0. 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Herrera is there, 2 down. Neil Walker will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Neil Walker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. He won't bat with runners on, but the powerful Aramis Ramirez will lead things off regardless when we come back. It's the Pirates 8 and the Brewers 4. Aramis Ramirez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. Adam Lind will step in now. First pitch coming. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Right field. Polanco is there to put it away for out number 1. The relay, and he's safe. Chris Davis will dig in. He singled his last time around. This ball will be chopped foul. 4 runs, 9 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. He waits, now the pitch. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Luis Sardinas will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Number 27 will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Number 27.
Now the first pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And a great start to the ninth as this ought to be extra bases. And he'll begin this 9th inning with a double.
All right, calm down. Up next for the
Francisco Cervelli will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. On the way. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. The throw to the plate, and the runner will score from second. Corey Hart will try and keep it going, 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. On the ground for Ramirez. This could be 2. There's 1 on the Lind, and it's a double play. Jose Tabata will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, Jose Tabata.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Tony Watson is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Elian Herrera will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Hector Gomez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Knee high, he barehands it. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out. Carlos Gomez is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. And he gets ahead 0-1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Boy, that's a perfect start to this series so far. They take the first 2 games here on the road, so now they'll look to finish off the sweep tomorrow.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through when it mattered. Wound up driving in 3 runs, and they were important ones as it helped lead him to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching.